Hey everybody, welcome back to Vanland. So today I'm getting my first look at a brand new awning. It's from Nomadic Innovations and it is their A2 electric legless awning. So I'm really excited to see this because we get a lot of requests for legless awnings that automatically deploy with a motor. We've typically used the crank style in the past, but to have a good option for a legless awning is something that I know you guys want. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new A2 awning from Nomadic and see what we think. So a couple of the unique features of the new Nomadic awning are, number one, it's legless. So you don't need to deploy any awning legs or connect the legs of the awning back to your van in order to stabilize it. It is self-stabilizing. Number two, the awning is also electrically operated. So there is an integrated motor and a push button switch. So if you don't want to have to tank out a crank and go outside the van to deploy or retract the awning, the electric operation is a really nice feature. Feature number three is that there are two integrated LED lights. So you have a light that is at the base of the awning that shines down along the van, and then when you extend the awning, there is another light at the end. So you get full illumination with two integrated LED light strips, which I think is an awesome feature. The awning does have an adjustable pitch, so you can set the degree to which the awning comes out, whether you want it to be more extending straight out or coming down at an angle. The specs say that it is adjustable between 15 and 45 degrees. So that's a great feature as well, so you can kind of dial it into how you like your awning to extend. Now the awning does come in three different sizes. You have 10 foot, 11.5 feet, and 13 feet. So whether you've got a shorter van, medium, or long, this awning will pretty much cover it all. It operates on 12 volt DC, that is for the motor and also the lights. So pretty much if you have a power system in your van, or even if you want to operate it off of the chassis battery, you can do that with the simple 12 volt connection. Another unique feature of this awning that I haven't tried out yet, but I would be really excited to, is a remote operation of the awning. So you don't have to stand there and push the button, but you can actually control it via something like a phone app. So this is enabled via a separate control module that Nomadic sells. It's not part of this main kit, but it does enable you to take control of the awning remotely, which I think is really cool and would be very useful if you're like outside the van and hanging out and you want to extend it or retract it a little bit. Being able to do that from your phone would be a super cool option. All right, let's go ahead and extend this awning and see what it is all about. All right, here it comes. So far, so good. It's got a nice, smooth operation. Here come the self-supporting extension arms for it that hold it up. I can already tell that this is really holding itself in a way that an awning that requires legs doesn't. Those pretty much go down and you have to prop them back up. This is kind of holding its own as it goes out. Really nice. Looks like it has a nice high quality awning material there with a cool pattern underneath. I do like that. I will say it's a little slow. I'm wishing this were faster because I'm having to stand here and hold the button. It's not extremely slow, but it feels like it could be sped up. I'm sure it has something to do with safety. Obviously you don't want it coming out really fast, but it does take a minute for it to get all the way out. And there we go, fully extended. Nice self-supporting awning. Again, you can change the pitch of this to go from, they say 15 degrees down to 45 degrees. There are adjustments. I've looked at the installation instructions and they have adjustments so that you can level it out and also change the pitch. Up here we have one of the LED lights and then the other one is at the end of the awning. Those are controlled independently. So all in all, a really cool awning. If you're looking for a legless electric awning, this is going to be one of the best options. There actually aren't a lot of options, so this is one of your only options. You know, for an awning that's made for this type of van and has a support team that can take care of any questions you have. Obviously, you guys know Nomadic from their air conditioners. We've worked with those a lot, and I will say their tech support game is really on point these days. They put a lot of work into that. You've got this has moving parts, your air conditioners have moving parts, so they do take some technical support, but Nomadic has really done a good job of taking care of any customers that we've sold these parts to. I do want to get an idea of how long this does take to extend or retract in this case. So I've got my stopwatch here. Let's go ahead and see how long the full experience is. Okay, we have 1 minute and 13 seconds to fully retract the awning. So that's the one thing about this. I do wish it were a little faster to retract and extend it, or if the switch enabled you to just hit extend, not hold the button, and then it would extend all the way out, because then you could go about your business while this is doing its business. So that's it, guys. This is the A2 awning from Nomadic. It's available on Vanland right now. They are in stock. They're easy to get. You do have to consider shipping on these items. They're long, up to 15 feet, the packaging will be, so there is a shipping cost associated with it. Be aware of that. But otherwise, I really like this awning from Nomadic. I'm glad that there is now an electric legless awning that we can recommend to you guys, because I know you've been asking for it. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys again next time.